think the two things shouldn't be thought of as together. Clearly, he's got a few issues with his neck and his shoulder, but for some reason, that is not in any way.
That's for the top 32, of course, on the one-year list. But the bigger picture for Murphy is those 200,000 points he's going to lose at the end of the season.
It's an odd situation, isn't it? You get these points.
Victory in recent times for Barry Hawkins, who had a late night finish last night, but no hangover for him.
He stayed down on that.
One.
Well, look at a better ball on and off the table at the moment.
7.
Years ago, his best has been a round of 16, so he'll feel as though he's due a deep run again in this tournament. Of course.
Well, he's happy enough with that. It's potable. Well, that's not a good shot. No, he potted the... but occasionally could be a little bit of a distraction. That was never going to go in. Great camera view of it.
Shaun Murphy, 35.
Oh dear, calamity all round there. Well, that's a rarity. Murphy missing with the rest, and what a let-off for Scott. Symptoms subsided. He was able to qualify for the Crucible, where he lost to Mark Allen.
Chance again to put it right.
15.
Lost out to Chow Yupeng and bowing out at the qualifying stages. These would have thought, well, that could be curtains for me in this frame.
But no problem there.
44.
Did a pot single ball, then have to get on a colour when it's
58.
yeah, the ball you.
63.
Well played.
Thoroughly deflated, walking back to his chair, having inadvertently developed the reds with the...
71.
He's no respecter of reputation, Donaldson. Neil mentioned the multiple victories over Ding. Of course, he beat one of those players perhaps who is inspired to play his best by the best. And that could be... What an excellent clearance, and he finishes. He can sleep in his own bed, he can commute. And he's made a very encouraging start. That was a terrific clearance. Shaun Murphy. Well, he knocked in a sublime early red, and he conceded 2 points against Lai Pei Fan. It's always going to be difficult to replicate that.
9.
That is a very good topspin way near the right corner. Goodness me, almost in the right corner. So from the blue.
Murphy's most recent ranking title.
Yeah, that was just pre-pandemic, wasn't it? And the other thing about that was mind that off the break-off shot in the first frame, Kyron Wilson made one in that.
John Higgins did it, didn't he, at the British Open with his first Shaun. He'll be hoping not, but he'll certainly have been irked by missing with the rest as he did. Would have backed himself.
In the Champion of Champions, a few people thought it was the only one, but our good friend Rolf Kalb, who's German Eurosport commentator, points out that Shaun Murphy actually did it himself in 2014. So, I mean, ultimately, the 147s only win you a frame these days, and a bit of eye break. So, very well.
Sometimes one shot, one pot, one miss. To see Hallen's comeback, because that means he plays instead of Ding. Arguably the tie of the round, though, features Shaun. Better results this season was against John Higgins. He beat him in the European Masters.
48.
Nicely done. This is good.
And they're going in the middle of the pot.
He continues to be playing.
There's testimony to how well he's cueing. Any thoughts of Murphy playing on in this?
72.
Losing. Just. Yeah, he beat Steve Davis at the Masters.
Well, it had to be a very thin contact. I wonder if it buries him behind the green, whether...
Harry Hawkins, who of course earlier beat Michael White 4-1.
But he's not missing it.
Seven.
I think he was under the impression that it didn't go very easily.
He knows his game is intact.
Yeah, he's going to have to anyway. Pretty good.
A snooker that harked back to him winning the world title 17 years ago. All-out attack, brilliant potting. But not as reliable today with the rest as he normally. More than double Murphy's tally. At least one of those was academic after the frame was won.
3 balls. No, he's deciding not to even try.
Demolition of Lipe Fan in 43 minutes.
Scoring's been good, isn't it? Because Karen Wilson knocked in.
The Masters champion Fan Zhang Yi. Hawkins early this season. Now. Yeah, it always looked wide. Not easy, but it's a huge difference, isn't it? Again, another good pot from Donaldson. As Neil mentioned, it's certainly not shown this frame, but back in now, only 10 behind.
For now, he'll just concentrate on what he can achieve.
And again, it is right in the... He's making the most of it after that victory in Canada. And he's threatening to take out Shaun Murphy. Murphy missed with the rest when he was 30-odd ahead in the first frame. It's been all done. And what a good pot it was.
57.
Initially to get on frame ball yellow and then to pot it. And had he missed, Murphy would have been potentially right back in the picture. 3-0. Breaks of 93, 77 and 64. Shaun Murphy has had precious little table time. Shot. And he's not recovered since.
It's another beautiful shot. I mean,
the red that he missed in the opening frame, which ironically ends at 95%. punish Murphy's mistakes to the full.
Well, he could
3 seconds slower than Tony Drago's world record back in 1996. Outside the 32. As is Neil Robertson, who's in action second up this evening. Murphy up off his shot.
They're all going in, aren't they? This time he doesn't get position, but
he's got to be so careful here. One more safety error, and that could be the end of his tournament. Dot has gone the way of the Welsh Open champion. So Perry through, a possible rematch from the UK Championship with Neil Robertson now beckons, although, of course, Robertson for that against Ben Williston. Our coverage, as usual, starts at 7:15 UK time.
and the angles, I think. The reason I say that is because it's clear that Scott Donaldson
equally he knows, and he's seen very recent evidence of it, that if Murphy... Big shot. Oh, what a good shot that was. Had to go, really, didn't it?
moving, getting a bit excited.
Shaun Murphy won.
So Murphy not able. It's another good safety shot, isn't it? I mean,
Foul. Scott Donaldson full.
the match. Well, he's just knocking everything in, and as I say, we've been saying all along how well Shaun Murphy's.
If he missed it, it might be the catalyst for a change in direction.
Already got a big lead. Far.
It's going to have to happen pretty quickly. He's looked very confident, Donald.
At all depends on this, because so
Result, not so much that he's won, because of course he was capable of doing that. He's beaten great players for this sort of form for 2 or 3 seasons now. He's on a job extremely well done. Since one.
One, two, three.
More than 3 times. 93, 77, 64. And he's done more as well. What a difference.